Two flagship phones. One classic, one bold challenger. Apple's latest versus Motorola's best. Which one really delivers? On the left, the cutting-edge iPhone 16 Pro Max. Premium Apple design and the most advanced iPhone ever. On the right, the Motorola Edge 50 Pro, packed with Pantone-powered camera tech and flagship features. Let's skip the buzzwords and get to the real stuff. Each category earns points, and at the end, you'll see exactly who comes out on top. The result might not be what you expect. All right, real quick, here's our battle plan. We're going to look at price, performance, battery and charging, camera, display and design, the whole ecosystem and software situation, plus, of course, durability and some bonus extras. That's basically everything that'll matter when you're picking a new phone. Let's kick things off with price, because honestly, that can make or break a decision for a ton of people. So, starting with the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Yeah, no sugarcoating, it sits right up in ouch territory. It's got that high resale value, and you know you're paying for top-tier build and service, but man, it's pricey, especially if you want all those fancy specs. Now, swing over to the Edge 50 Pro. Here's where things get spicy. It's much more wallet-friendly, especially for the kind of storage you get. And honestly, you still get flagship-level stuff. Sure, you don't get Apple's legendary resale or support, but for pure upfront value, the Edge is hard to beat here. So, for price, the Edge 50 Pro sneaks this round. Now, on to performance, and let's start with the Big Apple. Literally. The iPhone 16 Pro Max is rocking the rumored A18 Pro, or whatever latest Apple silicon they've cooked up. And that's basically industry-leading in CPU and GPU speed. Plus, Apple's known for those long-term software updates, so your phone won't feel outdated in a couple years. You do get some Apple-only apps and effects that everyone raves about, but not everything's perfect. Okay, Motorola's Edge 50 Pro. It's got Snapdragon 7 Gen 3, which is honestly super smooth for everyday stuff and even gaming. It throws in AI chops too. The slight bummer, it's not quite flagship level, and in 2025, this is kinda last season's chip. So, for raw power and future-proofing, the iPhone 16 Pro Max takes the cake. Let's talk battery and charging, everyone's favorite pain point. The iPhone 16 Pro Max comes with that classic Apple efficiency. It lasts ages on a single charge, and you've got wireless and MagSafe options. But here's my pet peeve. Charging speed is still slow, especially compared to Android flagships. Now, the Edge 50 Pro absolutely flexes here. You get 125-watt wired charging and 50-watt wireless, and they include the adapter in the box. Like, you can basically go from 0 to almost full in the time it takes you to scroll through TikTok. And for lighter users, you can stretch it to 2 days. Sure, 4,500 milliamp hours is a bit less than some beefy rivals. But seriously, the actual charging experience, Motorola wins hands down. Oh, and here's something cool you might not know. The Edge 50 Pro doesn't just look great. It's got Pantone validation for crazy accurate camera colors, and you get up to 125-watt fast charging. Like, for real, that's nuts in this price bracket. Camera time, and you know this one's going to get heated. The iPhone 16 Pro Max. You're getting Pro RAW, ProRes video, classic quad-pixel sensors, and Apple's ridiculous computational photography. If you're even remotely into photos or content, this thing delivers. Though, yeah, it doesn't have as much optical zoom as some Ultra phones out there. Now for the Edge 50 Pro. This one brings a 50MP triple AI camera, 3x telephoto, and full 4K at 60 FPS. Here's something cool. It's Pantone color validated, so the color accuracy is way above most rivals. But if you're a night owl snapping shots in low light, still not quite iPhone level. Overall, for pro shooters and creative vibes, iPhone 16 Pro Max stays king of this category. All right, let's jump into display and design. iPhone 16 Pro Max comes with the classic ceramic shield, premium build, which honestly pretty much screams expensive. Always on display, pro motion smoothness, but not a ton of color choices. Okay, Motorola Edge 50 Pro. This one's got a delicious 6.7-inch POLED panel, 144 Hz, and up to 2000 nits brightness. So, yeah, it's a stunner. The Pantone validation is a neat designer flex, and it's got that curved look, which is nice, unless you drop it. Edges make it more fragile. But honestly, both do amazing here. So let's call this one a tie. Next up, ecosystem and software. Apple's game is basically unbeatable here. You get iOS, plus seamless tie-ins with your Mac, AirPods, Watch, all the Apple gang. Security updates last ages, and honestly, it just works together. But yeah, you don't get much room to customize. It's pretty closed off. Flip the script to the Edge 50 Pro. Android 14, Moto's own AI tricks, and Google integration are all solid. But longevity? Updates take their time and don't last as long. So, if ecosystem is a biggie for you, it's iPhone's round once again. Last but not least, durability and extras. The iPhone 16 Pro Max is probably rocking that IP68 water and dust rating, plus ceramic shield glass. But honestly, Apple phones are slick, and it absolutely needs a case unless you love living on the edge. Edge 50 Pro, IP68 too, lightweight aluminum frame, but the back is a bit more scratch-prone. Both phones can survive daily roughness, so you know what? I'm calling this category a tie. All right, so if you map it all out visually, you'll see iPhone 16 Pro Max has those peaks in performance, camera, and ecosystem. Edge 50 Pro shines seriously in price and battery tech, and isn't far off in display and design. Both take hits in areas that matter less to some people, so it's really about what you value. Okay, so final thoughts. The iPhone 16 Pro Max absolutely slays if you want the fastest chip, most epic camera, and that premium Apple software flow, even though your wallet will cry. But Motorola's Edge 50 Pro, it's a killer deal for the price, and honestly, gets you awesome charging, a flagship feel, and a beautiful screen. So if money is tight or Android is more your vibe, the Edge will make you happy. Most folks chasing pure performance and camera, though, are still going to lean iPhone. Hey, if you found this breakdown useful, make sure you subscribe, or stick around for more mega comparisons. Seriously, there's a lot more cool tech to cover, so stay tuned.